Well, good morning, Northern Michigan, from your National Weather Service right here in Gaylord. Welcome to your latest Hazardous weather briefing for Northern Lower and East Upper Michigan. Today is Saturday, the 14th of December, 2013. Well, a couple of hazards to be concerned with. First of all, we're looking at some accumulating lake-enhanced snowfall across portions of northeast lower Michigan, and that'll occur today right on through this evening, with local snowfall amounts of 2 to perhaps up to 4 inches along the northeast lower coastline, and this will result in areas of reduced visibilities along with slick roads. And then, not to be outdone, another round of accumulating lake-enhanced snowfall is expected across the more traditional snowbelt regions of eastern upper and northwest lower Michigan, and that'll occur on the day Sunday as the next round of Arctic air sweeps through the region, and this will result in reduced visibilities and slick roads. And finally, ice jam flooding, some of which is occurring now, is expected across all of northern Michigan right on through this weekend and perhaps continuing right through next week, with impacts determined on a case-by-case basis if flooding does occur. Looking at the current weather map, you can see a rather extensive area of precipitation extending across the northern Ohio Valley up in through the southern Great Lakes. The most widespread and heaviest precipitation is across the northern Ohio Valley, associated with low pressure you see here moving up into Missouri. The northern extent of this precipitation is snowfall, with some rather heavy snowfall rates being experienced over parts of Illinois into Indiana. Closer to home, just some lighter snow and flurries extending across the M55 corridor back west into Wisconsin and parts of Minnesota. Now, this area of precipitation will kind of congeal through today as it moves slowly north across the region. By far, the heaviest snowfall will stay well off to our south and southeast, impacting Indiana, Ohio, and parts of southern lower Michigan, with just some generally lighter snow spreading across the region today across northern lower Michigan up and through the straits. The one exception, once again, will be along the Lake Huron coastline, with some Lake Huron snow enhancement will bring localized snowfall amounts of 2 to up to 4 inches across northeast lower Michigan. Generally, an inch to 2 elsewhere across northern lower Michigan is expected today into tonight. You can see here in our weather graphic additional snowfall for the next several days. You can see in the darker blue shade across northeast lower Michigan, and this includes today and tonight's snowfall, a general 2 to 4, perhaps up to 5 inches from about Rogers City all the way down to Tawas, and this will occur mainly today into this evening with lighter amounts elsewhere. What is not shown here is the impacts for additional lake effect and lake enhanced snowfall Sunday right on through Wednesday. That may bring several inches of snowfall to the more traditional snow belts of eastern upper and northwest lower Michigan. There will be some areas of blowing snow with reduced visibility. Of course, slick roads will occur across the area with any snowfall. And once again, we're going to monitor the ice jam situation that may cause some localized flooding due to the recent cold weather. As always, once again, lake effect snow is highly variable, and some areas may experience significant more accumulations than others based on where lake effect banding occurs. Now, this concludes the Hazardous weather briefing for this morning. Thanks again for taking the time to listen. Your next update is expected around 5 a.m. tomorrow morning.